racing here at CIK-FIA near Castelletto in northern Italy for the first race of the series, the new series, the X30 Euro series. We've got the juniors on track, and we are going to have an 8-lap race here. Chris Hartley and Matt Suckling trackside for you to talk you through the lineup for the grid. They're on to the first of 2 formation laps now, and as we have said in the build-up to the race, less than a tenth of a second covering the top 3 in qualifying yesterday. It's number 17, Chris Lullen for Fusion Motorsport. That is going to be lining up on pole position with a time yesterday of 50.627 seconds. Callum Bradshaw in the number 11 kart, who is here with BKS Racing, is going to be lining up alongside him for all 3 heats today. Milan Patelet, number 16, starts 3rd on the grid. Ben Wooldridge, number 30, starts 4th on the grid. On row 3, Ethan Hawkey and number 29, Killian Mayer, number 26. On row 4, we've got Royce Yu, number 19 from Hong Kong, and Ethan Tan, number 18 from Singapore, the 2 teammates side by side together. On row 5 then from Greece, we've got Alexander Darcy, number 28, Leon Schutz, number 13, the German driver. On row 6, Oscar Palomo-Ortiz, number 27 from Spain, and Thomas Mialan, number 31 from France. Row 7 then, Louis Westover, number 15 from the UK, Hugo Liu, number 21 from France. Row 8, we've got Tanampong Pan Sutomno from Japan, kart number 22, and Ruben Moya Lopez, number 24 from Spain. The final row, Sam McDonnell, who went quick in warm-up this morning, number 12, starts on the last row, the 9th row, and therefore we've got 17 drivers for an 8-lap race. Here's Matt to talk you through the start.
Thanks very much, Chris. So here we go then, first heat of the day here at CIK-FIA in Italy for the first X30 Euro Series round this year as they get underway down towards the first corner. Fairly good start from everyone. Straight away, Callum Bradshaw tries to get across on towards the inside line. He's going to be hung out wide though because Milan Patelet has come through for 2nd place, already trying to get the lead away as well from Chris Lullen in kart number 17. A few across the grass there who are going to shortcut the kind of chicane, which is number 13, Leon Schutz, and number 24, which is Ruben Moya Lopez, was one of those as well. But they've all safely made it back onto the track and rejoined at the back of the field now, so they've got work to do from pretty much 16th and 17th. But the top 4 make their way through the hairpin at turn 7 for the first time. It's Callum Bradshaw that leads the way. A little bit of a look there from number 30, which is Ben Wooldridge. He kind of sits where he started, down in 4th place. Just up the road ahead of him is number 29. Great start there from Ethan Hawkey. So let's see what he can do now, right on the tail of Milan Patelet. So the big loser in that one was definitely Callum Bradshaw in kart number 11. He's down there in 5th place, and plenty of work to do, Chris. Yeah, the outside of the front row, the outside of any row is always so difficult because you're on the wrong line for the first corner. So it's very often the driver in 3rd that gets the better driver start than the one in 2nd place. As you say, though, very, very good start for Ethan Hawkey, who was on that inside line, getting from 6th place straight up to 3rd. A winner back home domestically at national level. He's in the number 29 kart and looking good. A little bit further back, there's an attempted move there by Ben Wooldridge, number 30, to try and gain a place at the end of the back straight. Into the hairpin at turn 7, into the left at turn 8, towards the next hairpin section. Back-to-back hairpins now. Challenge for the lead here, possibly. Coming under huge pressure here is Chris Lullen, number 17. And up the inside of him then for the lead of the race goes Milan Patelet. He gets through in the blue-coloured kart, the blue colour scheme of the Praga team. Through he goes. So a new race leader, Milan Patelet, from the 2nd row of the grid. He's going to lead at the end of the 2nd lap of the race. Down to 2nd place then is the man, Chris Lullen, that started on pole position. And then you've got Ethan Hawkey in the mix as well, up to 2nd place. Wooldridge 3rd. Lullen's down to 4th place, so he's lost all sorts of momentum. He's gone 4 places down on that lap. Then in 5th place, the other front row starter, Callum Bradshaw, and Ben Wooldridge in that top 6 mix as well. Also in the top 6 mix for a good start from the 6th row of the grid is Oscar Palomo. So he's come all the way through up into 6th place from, what was he, 12th, 11th on the grid. So Patelet leads. Up to 2nd place now is Hawkey. 3rd is Lullen, who was briefly 4th. They got straight back at the start of the lap ahead of Callum Bradshaw, and into 3rd place. Ben Wooldridge at the back of that lead group in 5th position. So we're looking at this lead group, whizzing their way through the final turn over the start-finish line. Top 2, absolutely nose to tail here. Matt, Ethan Hawkey,
really on the money here. He's been there or thereabouts in all the sessions so far. Not necessarily the quickest, but he's got good race pace.
Yeah, he certainly has. And watch out for Ethan Hawkey to get back through on our leader, Milan Petelou, because he's looking very racy there in second place at the minute. There's Callum Bradshaw, the man who sits in third place, and he's done the quickest lap of the race so far. So Callum, again, is now starting to work his way back through the field. He's got on his tail, though, the very quick, but now dropping down, number 17, Chris Lulham, and number 30 is there as well, which is Ben Waldridge, who started fourth on the grid. But exactly as what happened there to Chris Lulham, as we mentioned yesterday, if you kind of step wide and let one through, everyone else will follow through as well. So Chris Lulham is down there in fourth position, not really catching up with the top three now, who are just starting to break away. So through the final corner they come now, onto the next of their laps they go. Still Milan Petelou that leads the way. A dart there to the inside at turn one, and through goes Callum Bradshaw into second place, and Chris Lulham's going to go as well, and also Ben Waldridge. So just like that, they all go through up into second place. And number 29, very unlucky there for Ethan Hawkey. He goes from second down to fifth place. So again, as we said, 1 foot wide there, and everyone will come through, and that's what's happened. And look at that, Milan Petelou has pulled away out front now to what was 0.4 of a second. That's probably going to be double at the end of this lap as they work their way through turn 7. Second and third now, looking very close between Bradshaw and just having a little dart there to the inside, Chris Lulham in third place.
Yeah, Waldridge has got up to fourth, so Hawkey is down to fifth place now. More moves here, and through goes Lulham. So these two have swapped again, and swapped for a third time. Lulham back ahead of Bradshaw. There was nothing between them in qualifying, there's nothing between them in the race, but they've got to try and work together, because as you say, Matt, the race leader is starting to get away. He's 6/10 clear now. We're on to the fifth lap of the race, so into the second half of proceedings, and the Frenchman through turn 3 here has got 3 or 4 kart lengths lead. Lulham back up to second place. Bradshaw, who's a junior X30 world champion and a runner-up in the British Championships in this category last year, having a spirited drive so far, but finding his equal in the guise of Chris Lulham, as he's done so all weekend. Ben Waldridge is on the pace with them as well, just behind him fourth. Hawkey in fifth place. Palom Ortiz, with his good rise through the order, still in sixth position. And Louis Westover has made a good start to the race as well. Good first half of the race to get up from the 7th row of the grid, from 13th on the grid, now up into 7th place. A warning for Alexander Darcy for driving standards. You can see the graphic on screen if you're watching live. Look at the marbles there, Matt, off the racing line coming out of the final turn. And that's going to be something we'll see more and more of as it heats up during the course of the day. Yeah, and today, surprisingly, quite a few people using the extremities of the track. As down the inside for second place goes Callum Bradshaw. Back past Chris Lulham he goes. And again, this is just handing the advantage to Milan Petelou up front, with the gap growing and growing. It's out now to half a second. But again, that is set to get bigger as these 3 or 4 carts continue to fight on the way down towards turn number 6. Still there in second, move down the inside, big move indeed there for Ben Waldridge, and then he made contact with the back of Callum Bradshaw as well, so he has a little look over his shoulder just to see who in fact did make contact with him there, and that doesn't really work for number 29, because Ethan Hawkey tried to get a move done on the outside, which kind of forced him wide. So lots of racing within this junior class at the minute. The first of 3 heats today for these, and they are coming towards the end of the race. Look at that lead though for Milan Petelou. He goes through now to start the last lap. It's all action still for second place. It's going to be down the inside for Chris Lulham to try and get back up into third place, which he achieves. Ben Waldridge is fourth for now, but again, Ethan Hawkey is trying to get up into that fourth place as they turn their way through on this last lap down towards turn number 5. I think we know who's going to be the winner of this heat, but what's going to happen for second place? Absolutely nose to tail end between these two as it's been for the whole race. Lulham number 17 in the more red and blue colour scheme, right onto the tail, and giving a little love tap there to the man in second place, Callum Bradshaw, but Callum will not be moved in the white and blue colour scheme. Ben Waldridge number 30 just behind, is trying to fend off Ethan Hawkey. So 4 British drivers, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. But way out front, as you say, is the French driver, Petelou, leading the race. And out wide and going off onto the grass is Chris Lulham. So he's out of the battle there as they all got together at the hairpin. Here's the checkered flag. Here is the first winner of the season in this championship. It's Milan Petelou that takes the checkered flag. Over the line in second, Callum Bradshaw. Ethan Hawkey up to 3rd. Oscar Palomo up to 4th place. Ben Waldridge got caught out at the hairpin incident as well, halfway around the last lap of the race after a really good run. I'm afraid he ends up in 7th place, just behind Chris Lulham. So it's Petelou that wins by a whopping 2.5 seconds. Really good drive by Petelou. Second place goes to Callum Bradshaw, number 11. He was 0.3 seconds clear of Ethan Hawkey, number 29, in 3rd. Oscar Palomo with a good drive through the Spaniard to finish in 4th position. 5th place went to Louis Westover, who did very well to come from the 7th row of the grid. Chris Lulham, who was 2nd or 3rd, and even first at points in that race. Ends up, I'm afraid, then in 6th position. Ben Wooldridge also lost out on that final lap, number 30 down to 7th place. Sam McDonald from the very back of the field is in 8th. Thomas Mialan into 9th place, and Ruben Moya rounds out the top 10 drivers.